How are you? I hope you're well. So I'm just out on my morning walk. I try to get out into nature at least once a day, and going for a walk in the morning really helps me to get my thoughts together for the rest of the day. I genuinely do much better work for an extra hour or so of just kind of contemplating things and thinking about what I want to achieve for the day. I do loads of research, I look into loads of different things, and even like looking at different vloggers and stuff like that. Now that I'm trying to vlog, like there's a lot to do when you have plenty of time to do it, and I find it to be really beneficial. So yeah, good day for it. Hi! So my sister has been over visiting today from Glasgow, which is always lovely. It was nice to see her and catch up on things. But in our usual fashion, we've been chatting all day and I'm really tired. And I'm looking forward to resting. It's at 5. Miraculously, Mr. F is going to be home. So we're going to sit and have some tea, watch a little bit of TV, maybe play a couple of card games, and then I am going to sit and finish writing my vlog piece about the Scotland's Women's Stand Conference, and maybe actually do a little bit more of this and more recording about vlogging, and maybe do a wee introduction for myself because I need to do that. Yeah, today I am about to head out to go into town and meet my friend Claire for coffee. I haven't seen her for ages, although I did see her at the Scotland's Women's Stand Conference on Saturday there, but sort of briefly, and we were running around trying to talk to people. So yeah, I'm going to be looking forward very much to catching up with her. She's also writing a novel, so I want to hear all about that and how it's going. And yeah, I am quite tired today because Mr. F and I had a long day yesterday. He was working from home and we worked from, about 9 in the morning to about 8 at night, both of us. So yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired, and I started watching vlogs yesterday about how to vlog and sort of I'm trying to learn about what software to use. So I currently have no idea how I'm going to edit these videos, but I really want to learn about that because I need to get them up soon. This is what happens when everybody goes, yeah, you need to vlog, this is so exciting, do it now, just do it. It's great and it really pushes you into the deep end, which is the only way to learn, but it's like quite terrifying. So anyway, hopefully I'll have learned something. Sorry about the reflection on my specs. Hopefully I'll have learned something and I'll be able to get something together. So yeah, trying to pick that up. It's a lovely day, so I'll definitely be needing to go for my usual walk when I get back. I can't stay out too long today because I've got a lot of work to do still, and we don't really have a lot of time for me to do any work this weekend. I try not to work on weekends as well. That's kind of my time with my husband, and we both work kind of long hours during the week as well, so yeah, try to balance out with that. Anyway, okay, speak soon. Hello. So I'm back from my coffee with Claire. It was really lovely. So I didn't get a photo because we were chatting, but I did get a picture of the lovely tiles in the cafe we were sitting in, which were a beautiful shade of teal. It was a really lovely catch up. I got to find out what she's been working on and what she's up to, and we chatted novellings and kind of what stage that we're at. And really interestingly, Claire brought up the name of an editor that she's thinking about working with, And that's, you know, I would love to have an editor go through my novel, but I just can't afford to pay one, and an editor who's going through my work really deserves to be paid for that work. So yeah, I kind of did what I could myself. You know, I've been a reader for a year for a children's agent. I've been a bookseller as a children's bookseller for 3 years as well. I have this experience. I've worked in children's publishing houses, so, you know, I'm hopeful that I'm able to do a relatively decent job of editing, but you know it's never the same when you're looking at your own work. And it was really weird because this morning another friend of mine sent me an email with a blog post where an author was talking about how incredibly valuable it was for them to have an editor work with them and go over their work with them. And it kind of made me think, it has been in the back of my mind since I finished the book last summer, a year ago. You know, it's been through various edits and beta reading and all of that kind of stuff since that point. But yeah, it kind of made me think maybe there's no harm in keeping the idea of an editor in mind, you know, with the next kind of amount I manage to save to go towards, you know, writer development. So it's in my mind, and I think there's an editor that I know of that does work with marginalised disabled people who are on low income, and it could be worth a conversation. I've had a little bit of trouble getting my videos all sorted out, I'm afraid, yesterday and today, so I don't know that I've actually got that much content, which is really annoying, but it's all part of the vlogger experience. I am trying to get my phone storage and my online storage and my external storage all sorted out so that I can continue to record freely. Please bear with me. So as a recap of yesterday, which was Thursday, yeah, Mr. F was working at home with me and we had a really busy day. We worked from about 9 in the morning till 8 p.m. last night, so I'm feeling quite tired today, but it was a good day, really productive for both of us. And we went out on a moon hunt, a moon chase last night, because as you may know, or may have known, because when you're watching this it'll have been in the past, but there's been a full harvest moon this Friday, tonight. Last night was almost pretty full, and tomorrow night will be full as well. So at this particular time of year, because of the ecliptic that the moon is on, it actually rises really, really close to the horizon and on the opposite side of the sky from the sun. So it can rise through the thicker part of the atmosphere. It looks really big and glowy and goldy orange, and it's just really lovely. You've all seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So I love the moon, and yeah, we went out last night and we got some good pictures of it. We're hoping to get more tonight. We're going on another moon chase tonight, so we shall see. I asked my photographer friend Jessie for some tips on how to kind of get the best picture. I don't have a tripod yet, and he's given me some tips, so I'm going to try that tonight. Fingers crossed. It, in a nutshell, was all about the power of passing it on and love within the creative community. A friend of mine messaged me relatively early on in the day, and she shared a link with me that was for a creative program that's running in Edinburgh for a few weeks, I think 10 weeks, an afternoon a week, all about kind of business savvy, how to create products, develop them, how to engage with your audience, understand them, all of these different things that may not be applicable necessarily to me right now, but there's certainly strategies and concepts that I would really like to know moving forward. So I spoke to the organisers, they encouraged me to apply, so I have applied. Fingers crossed. I think it will help me moving forward as a vlogger, because all I ever want is to connect with people, to connect with you. That's why I write, and it so happens that I've been blogging and writing for the last few years now. I've written my novel last year, I've got a few blog posts up and articles out now and various kind of different things, and it just felt like time to try and explore another channel, and actually vlogging feels quite natural to me, probably because I'm a chatterbox, have you noticed? But it's the same kind of feeling as when I started reading screenplays. I realised, oh, that is the language that I need to speak. This is the language that really gets me, that I understand. And I love films, we love films, we have so many films, we're always watching films. So yeah, writing a novel wasn't necessarily hard, but you realise when you read screenplays, like everything that's in your head is in a screenplay and it's not in a novel. You can paint the most vivid picture in your novel of what your protagonists and characters are feeling and going through, and what, you know, their location and setting is like, and all of these things. But ultimately, being able to be in control of the entire setup of a scene and the way that a camera pans and the background music and noise that you hear and the close-ups and the wide shots and the slow-mos and all of these things give you so much more ability to convey what it is that you want to convey. And I've only written a few of the scenes from Fractal at the moment sorry. Brain fog. One of the symptoms of Ehlers-Danlos is that you get tongue-tied. Apparently there's issues with your teeth and your jaw and your mouth and the way that you speak that can cause you to sort of stumble and trip over words as well. And fibromyalgia gives you brain fog. Anyway, bad combo. I was saying, I've only written a few scenes of Fractal as screenplay, but when I did, I was super excited. And I tested it on Mr. F one night. And I said, just, you know, I didn't tell him what it was. I said, can you just sit down and read this? I really want to know what you think. So I set him up and I said, right, this is it. You need to play this song and then you need to like loop it back from like a minute 30 in because it changes halfway and it's got to be in a continuous loop. So he did that. And he got completely sucked in and he was kind of like, he sort of blinked and looked around, you know, when he came out of it. And I was like, yes, this is what I want. This is so exciting to me. It's so compelling and I love music. Music has always been a part of my life. My dad had a music room, we called it the Den, in our house years and years ago, and I was exposed to music on a daily basis. It really is something that I feel very connected to. I know we all do, but I just love being able to kind of factor that in. And I'm not saying that I would write a screenplay with music cues the whole way through. Like, I know that there's an entire other team for that. But it just helps to convey the kind of more emotional scenes. The other really cool thing that happened yesterday, Thursday, was that I had been contacting a creative practitioner who sells really beautiful products, sort of made from the prints and the illustrations that she does, because I was wanting to order some notebooks that really suit the aesthetic of the blog, so I'd like to include them. And we got to talking and she was asking what I did and various kind of things, and so I told her, and she was so wonderfully generous, and she got in touch and she said, along with, you know, the notebooks that you're buying, I have this whole stockpile of stuff that's been slightly damaged or it's been used as a test product or something. Do you want it? Maybe for your workshops. And I just said, yes, please. That is so fantastically kind of you. And that means so much and I really appreciate it. And it's just two people in my day yesterday given a helping hand, and it makes such a difference. And I think sometimes we can forget at how something that's really small and easy for us to do can make a really big impact on somebody's day. Like, I was, you know, swinging from the chandeliers. I was so overjoyed and happy that these two kind of positive things had come into my day yesterday. So thank you, Nikki and Lindsay, for that. Nikki very kindly said that she really enjoyed one of my articles, one of my blogs, on the website, which I will link below. The article is called Renewal. It's not just for New Year, and I wrote that in January this year, and it kind of tackles the idea that at New Year we put this massive pressure on ourselves. I will be better, I'm going to change, like this is the year that I will do ABC, and then we don't, and then we feel shit. So I was kind of talking about the potential in our daily lives to find the opportunity for these little renewals and for these little positive steps that we can take towards whatever our goal is. I do talk about various sort of cultural practices to do with New Year around the world, but I also talk about the moon. The moon kind of, comes into that, and the picture for the blog is, for that particular post, is of the lunar eclipse, which was kind of around the same time, I think. So she was talking about that, and something that really struck me was that she sort of said that
my sort of connection to the moon that I speak of is really nice and relaxed, and how she sometimes finds that a lot of people feel, if they feel a connection to the moon, it's very kind of ritualized, and that if they kind of miss out on full moon or no moon or whatever it might be, that it can be quite stressful to them, or they kind of like shape their life around it. Which she sort of disagrees with. She thinks it should be an intuitive practice, which is, practice. I don't know, is it practice connecting to the moon? I don't know. But I definitely, in this article, kind of refer to the fact that sometimes I'll feel like a very kind of introverted energy, or sometimes I'll feel very extroverted. And usually when I look up in the sky, I will see, oh, right, it's a full moon and I'm full of energy. Or like it's a new moon, I'm feeling quite like introverted and quite quiet, and I'm kind of looking inward. And I just kind of was talking about that. So off the back of that conversation, I ended up running off yesterday and writing a whole blog post about the moon. I love the moon. I think I've said this already. So yeah, that'll be going up soon, and I'm really excited. And also off the back of this, I asked Nikki if she would let me interview her for the blog, and she said yes. Because she's really passionate about mental health and well-being and nurturing that, and that completely inspires the art that she makes and the products that she creates. So yeah, I would love to talk to her and find out about her creative practice and how she looks after her own mental health and well-being and her kind of relationship with that. So yeah, I am so excited, so keep your eyes out for it. That'll be, I've got a few things queued up on the blog waiting to go out and stuff sort of happening that I need to kind of promote and things, but yeah, I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to try and send her some questions next week, and then hopefully there'll be a blog post up about that in October. So Mr. F is almost home. It's Friday night. We are going to go moon chasing again. Are you chasing the moon? Did you find it? Was it good? What have you been up to? It's the end of the week, so this is my first weekly vlog. As you can see, I'm really unorganised, so it may well be that I include the weekend on the tail end of that and post it on Monday. I had meant to post it today. I still haven't got familiar with editing software yet, so I've been watching loads of videos and different things and reading different things, so hopefully I'll find something and I will just go for it and get it together and fire it out there. I need to set up a YouTube channel. I need to kind of figure out what I'm doing there. So yeah. It's Sunday and Mr. F and I are sorting ourselves out with a roast dinner. We got this lovely bottle of wine from a friend of his, and we had some the other night. It was delicious, and we're just going to finish that off with a nice roast dinner. Yeah, it's been a quiet day. We were out quite late at my parents' last night, and we've just had a really long, slow morning, and we've been out to the farm to get some veg, to the supermarket just to pick up some groceries for the week ahead, and it's a beautiful evening. It's lovely and sunny and bright, so we are going to go for a walk. We're going to be playing some Exploding Kittens and some Dobble,
that'll be good fun. Card games are the best. We've got Uno and we've got normal cards there as well. They're just so much fun. We end up having such a laugh and just getting really ridiculously competitive, which is really, really good fun. So yeah, that's a kind of nice, standard, quiet Sunday night in, which yeah, just I'm really looking forward to. I've got an MRI scan tomorrow afternoon, so Mr. F is going to be working from home with me tomorrow, and he's going to be driving me along in the car. Kind of not really had any time this week to think about that at all, so I'm not feeling nervous. I'm just going to rock up and I'm just going to go for it. I think it can be quite an uncomfortable process, but you know, I'm hopeful that my sort of meditation and mindfulness and relaxation and breathing techniques and everything that I've learned to deal with anxiety and panic is going to be fine to get me through. And I'm going to take a CD in case they can play that for me, but I have been told that my particular MRI machine is going to be in a van in the parking lot. Okay. And that it's really old, so they might not be able to play my music, so we'll see. But I watched a video this morning kind of going through the sounds and what to expect, which really helps, so I'm going to be doing that again probably, but not nervous, so looking forward to a nice quiet night in.